The Sports Renegades podcast on SportsTownChicago.com. Welcome back to the Sports Renegades here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Ryan Risky.
It seems like, by the way that the Bears game is going, Mitch Trubisky has not attempted a pass yet. So they're pretty much just doing the running thing. And I guess people are getting pretty upset at the game, which I could understand why you'd be mad. Because you came there to see Trubisky play.
Well, the point of this game was to get Trubisky starting experience, to get him
That's
experience.
What we were told, yeah.
That was the point of him starting this game, to get more experience, and yet through 2 drives, he has not thrown a single pass. There is about 5 minutes to go. There is 3:48 to go in the first quarter, and Mitch Trubisky has not attempted a pass. There is under 4 to play in the first quarter, and the Bears have not attempted a pass. They've run the ball every single time.
Yeah, I don't quite get that. Are they giving like Jeremy Langford and whoever the 3rd and 4th string running backs are like an opportunity?
Benny Cunningham and Langford have split the carries tonight.
Well, whoop-de-doo. I mean, that's just embarrassing.
I think Cunningham's going to make the team. He's looked good. He's looked good catching passes. He's potential 3rd stringer. Maybe even the backup. I mean, he's looked good, and also on special teams, he's made some nice plays. So, I think him being able to perform on special teams could be what gets him, on the 53-man roster over some other guys.
Yeah, it's possible. I could see that. What we're going to do now is we're going to kind of predict what we think is going to happen in the regular season here, going by division. Who's the division winners, and then the 2 wild card teams. So we'll start here. I'll just go down the list. We'll start with the AFC East. You got the Patriots, Dolphins, Jets, and Bills.
This might be the easiest one. I think this is the easiest one. You got to go Patriots.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are going to win the division. I guess Miami will finish second, and then
they will. I think Miami will. Well, they'll be one of the wild card winners. I know we'll get to our 2 wild card teams later on.
Yeah, they certainly could be, and
I think they will.
The Bills will probably be 3rd, and the Jets will probably be last in that division.
Well, the early season, for the predictions on record, had the Jets going 1-15, and the Patriots going 16-0. I don't see that happening.
No, I can guarantee you right now that's not happening.
I mean, the Jets might go 1-15. I mean, they honestly they probably will go 1-15.
I could see that. But there's no way the Patriots are going undefeated again in the regular season like they did in 2007. There's no way. All right, AFC North, you got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Browns. Pretty sure the Browns are going to stay right there.
I'm going with the Steelers. That offense is just so dynamic with Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and ideally Le'Veon Bell's going to play this year.
I hope so. If he stops getting into trouble, yeah.
Well, no, he won't sign. Is the problem? He's holding out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, I still think the Steelers will. They've just got a talented team. They just signed Joe Hayden to a 3-year deal.
Yeah, I would say yes, the Steelers, and then probably it'll be tough for second between Baltimore and Cincinnati.
The thing is, I just don't think Baltimore, even if the Steelers don't have Bell this year, which I mean they probably will. I just don't think Baltimore or Cincinnati are talented enough to get over the hump, to beat the Steelers.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, I think it's going to go Steelers, and then second place Cincinnati, Baltimore, and then Cleveland.
You're going to love this. So on the Bears drive, they just went 3 and out and ran the ball 3 times.
Running on 3rd down, are we? Okay.
Yeah, Josh Rounds. He just rushed up the middle for a 6-yard gain. So that's 4th and 9 from their own 16. So jeez. I think they're punting, and Trubisky still hasn't thrown a pass.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't get it. Why, as you said, wouldn't you just, if you're going to do this, why not just start Connor Shaw or Mark Sanchez? Isn't the point of this to actually get Trubisky more experience? I mean, he's gotten plenty of just handing the ball off tonight.
You would think so, but they're not doing it. I mean, who's going to be the team to score first in the game? That'll be interesting. It'll probably be like a field goal, a Connor Barth field goal or something.
No, Robert Aguayo will kick the field goal.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about him.
All right,
he had a terrible year last year, but he
hasn't been good since the Bears got him either. All right. Anyways, so we both picked the Steelers to win the AFC North.
Yes. AFC South, you got the Texans, the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Titans. It'll be tough between Texans and Colts.
Right, especially because you don't know the health of Andrew Luck or when he's going to be ready. I think I'm going to go with the... That's tough because, like, you want to pick the Colts, you want to pick the Texans, except you just kind of wonder, are they going to be good enough? Will they get enough production out of the quarterback position?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's the same thing with the Colts. You want to pick them every year, and then they've just been bad. I'm going to go with the Texans. They're going to win for Houston this year.
Okay. I'll go Indianapolis, and then Houston second. Houston could definitely be my wild card team. I don't know. Jacksonville, or Tennessee probably, and then Jacksonville, although that doesn't really matter. AFC West, this is the division that's pretty crowded, at least with these three, the Chiefs, Broncos, and Raiders, and then you got the Los Angeles Chargers.
Right, which, I mean, and the Chargers will have a good offense.
Yeah, they will.
I'm going to go with Oakland.
Okay. I agree with you. I'm going with Oakland. The
Raiders are going to be good.
Yeah, they just signed Derek Carr. They got a lot of good offensive weapons, Amari Cooper and others. So.
And they've got a really good head coach in Jack Del Rio, who's a phenomenal defensive mind. So, their defense led by Khalil Mack is going to be really good.
Yeah. Three really good defenses here with Kansas City and Denver and Oakland.
I'm sure the Chargers are thrilled to be seeing those teams total of 6 times. So
yeah.
I guess now we pick our 2 wild card teams for the AFC.
Yeah, go ahead. And
as I said earlier, Miami's going to be one of them.
Okay.
It's not often that in the middle of training camp you get better at the quarterback position.
Right.
Jay Cutler is an improvement over Ryan Tannehill. Him and Adam Gase are on the same page. They see eye to eye. And
just remember what they did in 2015.
And Cutler, arguably his best season with the Bears was with Adam Gase, and I think the two of them are going to lead them into the playoffs. I mean, they've got a good run game with Jay Ajayi and good receivers for Cutler to throw to in Jarvis Landry and Devontae Parker. It seems like Parker's the kind of guy they're expecting to have a big breakout year, and someone that can throw the ball deep might be the guy to help him do that because Ryan Tannehill doesn't have as strong of an arm.
Certainly not like Cutler's.
Yeah, so in my other team, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay.
The Chiefs seem like they make the wild card every year.
Yeah, they do.
And they just they're well coached and they've got a good team.
I'm going with Miami. I think that's a smart pick, and I'm going to go with Houston as my second team in the wild card because I had the Colts winning that division. So you're leaving the Colts out.
I'm leaving them out.
Okay.
I think they missed the playoffs yet again.
I'm leaving Kansas City out, which is also kind of risky, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, NFC. You got the Giants, Eagles, Redskins, and Cowboys. I don't know why the Cowboys are still in that division. They're all the way in Texas. They should be in the NFC West, but that's fine. Who do you see winning this division? Probably Dallas.
It's a tough one. I mean, you want to assume Dallas, except you also wonder if Ezekiel Elliott is suspended for 6 games, will Dak Prescott look as good? I think this is tough. I mean, my choice is between Washington and Dallas.
Right.
It's and also our defensive coordinator is going to adjust to Dak Prescott. Maybe is he really as good as he played last year, or was it a combination of having the best offensive line and the best run game?
Yeah, that'll be an interesting question.
And I think we're going to really find that out in these games that Ezekiel Elliott doesn't play in.
Right. So
I'm going to go with Dallas.
Okay, Dallas and then Washington second.
Yes.
New York third, Philadelphia last.
Yep. Something. Yeah. I mean, I think Dallas is still. I mean, I think it'll be closer than people think between Dallas and Washington. I think Washington could be pretty good this year.
I agree. I really like Kirk Cousins, and I think
he should be paid like a good quarterback. He should have gotten a really nice contract by now. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate the Redskins haven't really made much progress. Except I think if they can win that division, I think that'll change their mind.
I'm also going with Dallas. I'll put I'll put Washington second, New York third. I feel like I'm sleeping on the Giants a little bit.
I just feel like there's something about them that I feel like is missing, specifically on the defensive side.
Eli's kind of done, right? I mean, it seems like he's getting worse and worse every year, and he never really makes the big plays anymore. This isn't 2008 anymore. And then the Eagles last. I think that's pretty smart. NFC North. This one should be fairly easy.
I'm going with Green Bay.
Going with Green Bay. Me too. I guess Minnesota second, Detroit third, Chicago fourth. That's probably the case there. I don't think any wild card teams are coming from there.
I don't know. Matthew Stafford's now the highest paid player in the game. Maybe he's going to find his way to lead his team to a wild card this year.
I guess. I just hate him so much, but we'll see. You got Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Carolina, and Atlanta. Kind of hard not to imagine Atlanta not winning that division.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I mean, they've just got so much talent. They're really well coached.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've got like an elite offense. I mean,
Tampa Bay could be second, but probably Carolina. Carolina can't be as bad as they were last year.
See, the wild card for the NFC is going to be a little tougher because the teams that don't win the division are much better. I mean, outside of the NFC North.
Yeah.
Because here you've got Tampa Bay as a sleeper to really start winning games. Carolina, you'd expect to be better. And then, even out west, you'll have Arizona as a good team.
Yeah, we'll do that real quick. You got San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona, and the Los Angeles Rams.
I mean, I think Seattle's going to win that division.
I agree. It'll probably go Seattle, Arizona, Los Angeles, and San Francisco or something like that. So who are your two wild card teams before we go to break?
Yeah, I mean, this is actually tough. There's more teams to choose from because you've got Arizona, you've got Washington, even the Giants are a potential pick. Then you got Tampa Bay and Carolina. I mean, that's
Tampa Bay and
Carolina. Even Detroit. That's 6 teams that'll be fighting for those 2 spots.
Right.
I'm going to go Washington definitely.
Yeah.
And I think Carolina is going to find a way to squeak past Tampa Bay for the last one.
I'm going to go Washington and Tampa Bay then. I'll pick Tampa Bay. I'll pick them over Carolina. Jameis Winston maybe will have a big year.
I feel like Arizona is just kind of getting a little old. Some of their best guy, Carson Palmer. Larry Fitzgerald.
Carson Palmer's not great.
I mean, I feel like they're they'll be competing, except they should be going into a rebuild. I mean, I just feel like that there's just not a good balance. It's either really old players or some really young ones. There's just not a good enough balance there. I mean, the thing is they're well coached. Bruce Arians is a phenomenal coach.
Yeah, he is, and the Bears missed their opportunities.
He would have looked good on the sidelines at Soldier Field.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll take a break. We'll come back for our final segment. You're listening to the Sports Renegades, SportsTownChicago.com. The Sports Renegades podcast on SportsTownChicago.com.